The sad end came in 2021 when Colin Bell passed away, leaving behind a legacy that was both heartbreaking and inspiring. But his story isn't just about tragedy. It's about a man who became Manchester City's greatest player, earned the nickname the King of the Kippax, and showed the world what true resilience looks like. Colin Bell was regarded by many as the greatest player to ever wear a Manchester City shirt. His impact on the club was undeniable. He was a key figure whose contributions led to a First Division title, an FA Cup victory, and European success. These achievements cemented his place among the club's all-time greats. In 2004, the West Stand at the Etihad Stadium was named in his honour by an overwhelming majority of fan votes. This tribute remains unique at the club. The legend of Colin Bell was built on a fascinating contrast. On the field, he was a midfield powerhouse. His relentless stamina earned him the nickname Nijinsky, after the famous racehorse. The passionate fans at Main Road, particularly from the renowned Kippax Street stand, crowned him with another iconic name, the King of the Kippax. Yet, off the pitch, Bell was famously modest, humble, and quietly spoken. His own autobiography was titled Reluctant Hero, perfectly capturing his nature as a man uncomfortable in the spotlight. He saw himself simply as a workman plying his trade. This contrast between his on-field dominance and his unassuming nature created a deep connection with supporters. Colin Bell began his professional football career at Bury FC, where his talent was immediately recognised. He was appointed club captain at a young age, which shows just how special he was. He made 82 league appearances for the club, scoring 25 goals. He played a key role in their promotion to the First Division in the 1965-66 season. His exceptional abilities quickly attracted attention from numerous top clubs. In a move that has become part of Manchester City folklore, the club's assistant manager, Malcolm Allison, employed a clever trick to secure his services. To put off rival teams, Allison would deliberately attend Bury matches and publicly declare Bell to be hopeless. The deception worked perfectly. In 1966, Bell was transferred to Manchester City for £47,500. His impact was immediate, scoring on his debut in a victory over Derby County. If you're enjoying this story of one of football's most inspiring figures, make sure to subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments what you think about Bell's humble attitude despite his incredible talent. Bell's arrival at Manchester City marked the beginning of a transformative period for the club. Alongside his teammates Francis Lee and Mike Summerby, he formed the Bell-Lee-Summerby trio. This dynamic and feared attacking partnership defined the club's most successful years of the 20th century. Under the management of Joe Mercer, the club won every major domestic honour in a 3-year period. The team's accomplishments were remarkable. They won the First Division title in 1967-68, a victory clinched in the final game of the season. Bell contributed 14 league goals that season. In the following year, the club won the FA Cup, defeating Leicester City. The pinnacle of this era came in 1970, with City securing victories in both the League Cup and the European Cup Winners' Cup. Bell was central to all these successes. Bell's playing style reflected his character, tireless, unassuming, and devastatingly effective. He was truly the complete midfielder. His renowned stamina and endless running earned him that Nijinsky nickname. He was a true all-rounder who mastered every aspect of the game. He combined a phenomenal work rate with comprehensive technical skills. He was a powerful goal scorer, finding the net with his head, with tap-ins, and with long-range shots. In total, he scored 153 goals in 501 appearances for City. This was a phenomenal record for a midfielder that would have exceeded 200 goals if not for what happened next. Bell's abilities didn't go unnoticed on the national stage. He earned 48 caps for the England national team between 1968 and 1975, scoring 9 goals. A journalist noted that on his debut, he fitted in splendidly. He was part of the England squad and a member of the 1970 World Cup squad, where he made 3 appearances. Some commentators said his excellence was threatening the position of established stars like Bobby Charlton in the national team. But then came the moment that changed everything. On November 12th, 1975, at the age of 29, Colin Bell's brilliant career was changed forever during a League Cup match against Manchester United at Main Road. The match, which City would win 4-0, became a defining moment of tragedy for Bell. As he received a pass and approached the opposition goal, a challenge from United's Martin Buchan came across in front of him. Bell chose to stop and drag the ball back, a split-second decision that proved catastrophic. With his full weight on his right leg, Buchan's tackle struck him just below the knee. The injury was instantly and horribly severe. Bell's knee bent backwards, bursting blood vessels, and all the ligaments were torn. The trauma was so extensive that the cartilage was destroyed. There was massive internal bleeding, causing the knee to swell to the size of a football. Doctors who examined him compared the trauma to that suffered by someone involved in a serious car crash. In an era when modern surgical techniques were just beginning, the treatment options for such an injury were limited, leaving Bell to face a desperate fight to save his career. What followed was a grueling 2-year rehabilitation process marked by surgery, painful treatment, and hour upon hour of lonely work. Bell's teammates had a first-hand view of his sacrifices. Peter Barnes noted that Bell had an amazing attitude and never moaned or complained. This mental strength was a testament to his character. Bell himself described the ordeal, speaking of flogging myself to death and enduring constant pain in the hope that his knee would heal. His lonely runs through the streets of Manchester became a national story. The BBC television show Nationwide profiled his struggle, leading to thousands of good luck messages from the public. After more than 2 years of injury hell, Colin Bell's long-awaited return to action occurred on Boxing Day, 1977, in a match against Newcastle United. The game was goalless at half-time when Bell was sent on as a substitute. The reception from the crowd was a moment of profound emotion. As he jogged onto the pitch, the stadium erupted in a sustained, emotional roar. Current and former players recall it as the most incredible reception they had ever witnessed. For Bell, a man not given to public displays of emotion, the moment was deeply moving. He later said, "I was never an emotional player, but that afternoon I got a big lump in my throat." Despite the emotional triumph of his return, the physical reality was harsh. Sources confirm that he wasn't the same Colin Bell and that his knee was damaged beyond repair. His signature, relentless running, was gone. He played his final game for Manchester City on May 15th, 1979, but his story wasn't complete. Bell made one final comeback attempt in 1980 with the American League side San Jose Earthquakes, where he joined his former rival George Best. He only played 5 games for the club with no goals, before finally retiring from football for good. The circumstances of his retirement highlight the harsh financial realities of football in that era. Bell had no personal insurance, nor did the club have a policy to protect players from career-ending injuries. The proceeds from his testimonial match, held in September 1979 and attended by nearly 24,000 fans, provided a vital financial lifeline, raising around £30,000 for his new ventures. After his retirement, Bell lived a private life, choosing to step away from the limelight. Unlike many of his peers, he wasn't interested in being a star commentator or a public figure. He pursued business ventures, including opening restaurants. He was later appointed a Manchester City club ambassador, a role that perfectly suited his humble character. In 2005, he was awarded an MBE for his charity work, showing that his positive impact extended beyond his playing days. The respect for Bell went beyond Manchester City. Tributes poured in from former Manchester United players, fans, and pundits following his death in 2021. They remembered him as a fantastic footballer and a proper footballer. A powerful sign of his character was the moment at his testimonial when he publicly shook hands with Martin Buchan, the man whose tackle had ended his career. Bell never sought to blame anyone, simply stating that Buchan had been a challenging and tough opponent. Bell's place in football history is secured by significant honours and tributes. He was inducted into the Manchester City Hall of Fame in 2004 and the English Football Hall of Fame in 2005. The most lasting tribute is the naming of the West Stand at the Etihad Stadium in his honour in 2004, chosen by an overwhelming majority of City fans. This is the only stand at the stadium named after a former player. A statue of Bell now stands outside the stadium alongside his great teammates Francis Lee and Mike Summerby. The story of Colin Bell is a compelling blend of extraordinary athletic achievement, personal tragedy, and quiet resilience. His legacy isn't simply defined by the trophies he won or the goals he scored, but by the strength of his character. As a player, his unparalleled ability and tireless work ethic made him a truly complete footballer. As a person, his humility, dignity, and determination in the face of career-ending adversity made him a reluctant hero. His story reminds us that sporting greatness is measured not only in moments of triumph, but also in the quiet, courageous battles fought away from the public eye. Colin Bell was a man who let his actions, rather than his words, define a legendary career. In doing so, he left a mark on the club he loved and the sport he graced. If this story of resilience and character inspired you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more incredible football stories.